It's Wednesday, and that means plants and garden expert Craig Hignight joins us live in the studio to answer all your burning questions. Good morning, Craig.
Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you for joining us as always. Happy to have you.
Glad to be here.
I know, Andrew, you're telling us the clouds are a little gray outside, and I have a question right now from Lisa Taylor, looking to color things up. She says, when will Chinese lanterns turn orange?
It usually happens in the fall, usually sometime around September, early October. The lanterns will go ahead and finally ripen up.
Kevin is asking, what is the best way to get rid of bindweed?
Bindweed, that can be a toughie. Now, if you've got it in other plants, what you do is you go ahead and you use something like Roundup or Kills-All. You put on a plastic glove, put a rubber glove over that, use your fingers as a paintbrush dipped in the herbicide, and then paint it on the bindweed, keeping it off of the desirable plant material. It'll go down, kill the roots. The desirable plant material won't even know it's there.
Fantastic. Oh, I'm still in the middle of searching for one. Oh, this goes so fast.
I think it's Rick Johnson is the next one.
Oh, gotcha. Rick, he asked, why do my, oof.
Oh, zucchini.
Okay,
Yeah.
zucchini squash turned yellow so quickly.
Okay, we've had quite a
Don't have a
bit
name,
of squash bug this year, and they can carry a bacteria with them that will infect the plant, and then you've got major problems. So as your plants start to mature and they come into bloom, make sure that you're getting out there with something like daconil. It's a very benign insecticide or fungicide, and get under the leaves. When you're spraying, roll the leaves over and spray the bottom sides of the leaves, and then spray the top of the leaf to give the best protection.
From Brandy, how should I transplant 3-year-old lilacs from pots?
Okay, if they're in pots, what you're going to do is dig a hole about 3 times wider than the pot, no deeper than the pot, amend that soil with some organic matter as you get ready to put them back in the ground, and when you plant them in the ground, get your soil line in the pot at the same soil line in your yard, and do make sure you water them in with the root stimulator.
And as we're talking about the lilac bushes, someone asked, is it too late to start to trim them?
You know, they got done blooming over a month ago, so we're right on the cusp. I mean, if you're going to do pruning, you better get them pruned now. And at this point, the only pruning I would do is actually taking off the dead flowers from this year. I don't know that I would cut down into the leafy part of the plant. You might already be cutting next year's flowers off. Those flower buds form so quickly after the plant gets done blooming. Maybe just taking off the dead flowers this year should be enough.
From Andy, when is the best time to transplant a peonies?
Peony, you've got some time here. Peonies don't get transplanted until about the 1st of October. And at that point, you're going to lift your peony clump, divide it if it's big enough. I'd like to see at least 5 nice eyes on each division. Find the buds that are on the plant and make sure that they end up right at the soil line when you're done planting. If you get peonies too deep in the ground, they'll grow, but they won't bloom. It's called going blind on a peony.
So many great things. My lack of green thumb is showing. But Craig, you're going to hang with us after the break, and we're
I'll
going
be here.
to take some more questions. So make sure you stay with us.
Welcome back. It's Wednesday, and that means our plant and garden expert, Craig Hignight, taking your questions on our Facebook Live. We left off with Jim. He's asking if vinegar is an effective weed killer.
Well, it is an effective weed killer, but it's hard to get the right vinegar. What we get at home that we use in our salads and all that is not effective. You have to get the percentage up to about 30%, and then you're talking not vinegar, you're talking acetic acid at that point. And as far as I know, it's only available online.
Awesome. And I've got one from Margie. She says, when can I spray my weeds in the flower bed that won't damage my arbovite?
Well, you have to be very careful. You can spray those weeds, but you've got to make sure that whatever you spray, you keep it off of the arborvitae. Right now, it's kind of difficult to get rid of any weeds with a spray. Weeds are growing so fast that they just literally outstrip the herbicide. If you're going to use one, I would use one that has triclopyr. That's basically poison ivy killer. And make sure you keep it only on the weeds and not on any desirable plant material.
From Mary, what is a nice native tree to plant? I have a large place.
Well, any of the maples, the river birches work really well. If you've got the time, oaks are always an option. Well, boy, I just had a senior moment. The swamp cypress, they do very well in our area, and they live a very long period of time.
Gotcha. Tim is asking, am I too late, or is this a good time to redo my iris bed?
Boy, you are hitting it right on the head. Now is the time to lift, clean up, divide, and put the iris back in the ground. Just make sure that when you plant your iris, the rhizome should be just below ground level. It'll crawl back up by its own. Right now is the perfect time to be doing this.
From James, the tips of the new shoots on my Alberta peach tree are wilting, turning brown, and then black, and then they're dying. Any help would be greatly appreciated.
Okay, this sounds like it could be the early signs of peach leaf curl. And what you want to do is go ahead and when the tree finally loses all its leaves, you will go ahead and spray with copper. Next spring, before the tree has any leaves on it, you will spray with copper again. That's what we use for peach leaf curl now.
And this is a question, it seems, for all outdoor gardeners. How do you keep chipmunks and squirrels from digging into your gardens?
Shotgun. No. No. With chipmunks, the only way to effectively get them out of your garden is to use a live trap and have them moved away. If you don't mind sacrificing the chipmunk, rat traps and peanut butter work also.
Look out, Alvin. Vicki, can I trim my wheezing cherry? I did earlier, but now it's hanging on the ground.
Well, if the tree is actually touching the ground, you can go ahead and trim it somewhat to lift it up. But as far as any major pruning, we really can't do that until after the 1st of next year when the ground is frozen.
Craig, as always, we want to thank you for your time.
Thank you.
But we want to be sure that you join us on our Facebook Live each and every Wednesday. There you can submit your own questions and be a part of this fun conversation that we're having.
Always a lively one.
Alvin, watch out. But here right now is a look at your Eagle Eye camera in downtown Davenport, excuse me. GMQC at 11. We'll be right back.